Hello, everyone. The debate organizers, guests, fellow co debaters, accurate timekeeper, oppositional team. My name is Busari Sheriffdin Alabi from Nigeria. I am here with my partner Sifu John from Zambia. We are here to negate a debate topic that says that should the use of genetically modified livestock be expanded in order to enhance global food security. I'll start with the introduction that says that genetically modified livestock are the organisms. That is the definition. Yes, the definition that says that it is the organisms whose genome has been engineered in the laboratory for the expression of the desired physiological traits or biological products. So, just like transferring a gene from A to B in order to bring out a particular trait that will be beneficial, but unfortunately, those traits are causing havoc to the health of human being, to the environment, and thus are not sustainable enough. So the opening statement is all about the food security as a whole. A food security in the world should be sustainable to human and less complicated to the environment, according to World Health Organization. So why should our own foods be bad or be dangerous to our health? Whereas a lot of scientists has proven that this livestock from genetic modified environment are unsafe and it is under debate. These are my data that support my my negative countermeasure, because as we can see this pie chart, it is showing global concerns of GM health. 20, or let me start from 30%, from 100% accumulate health risks, 25% accumulate environmental impact, 15% accumulate ethical concerns, 10% accumulate economic impact that are negative, 10% again accumulate lack of information on most products, and 10% are on others. Based on the health risks, I'll be talking about that. 20% environmental risk are due to gene flow and biodiversity, and this is as a result of um, a particular trait that will escape into the wide population via crossbreeding or whichever method that has been used. This will disrupt the natural genetic diversity, and one of the sustainable attributes of human being is diversity. There has to be differences, but genetic modifications will bring about same species of everything and killing biodiversity, which is not supposed to be allowed. Based on health impact, it may cause toxic effects such as renal, pancreatic, hepatic, or reproductive effects. All these health issues are very, very dangerous to human beings. Increased risk of allergies due to unnecessary proteins triggering the genetic code, because these proteins are foreign and strange to the body, so they accumulate to increase the risk of allergies. Also, unintended risk, especially when we consume modified organisms such as chicken. When human consume these chickens, for example, these chickens has a lot of genetic components that are very, very unbeneficial to human, and when we consume it, they may cause obesity, fats, and a lot of health damages. So this is another data: percentage of US adult citizens exposed to GM foods in 2016. As we can see, 39% are worse, 48% are neither worse or better, and 10% are better. So based on my opponent's arguments, number one, about the ethical composition or consideration. Now, the genetic public policy advocates claim that the consumer has a right to know about the food they eat. Also, previous research has found out that it has been shown that some consumers, especially in 2024, 48% of consumers out of 100 consumer samples, when presented with GMO labeling, reported that they would be less likely to purchase GMO products. Exactly the reason why we should not promote it, because most people do not want health problems. They do not want to complicate their life with something that has not been globally accepted by scientists. So this is an example of genetic alterations in people and problems that it's going to cause when it is ingested or consumed. Based on my opponents, my honorable opponents, debate opponents about food security and their claim about climate resilience. Well, it is not true because GM livestock do not solve the core causes of food security, because it is hunger that's driven primarily food security through poverty, conflict, and poor access. Also, weak market and distribution problem, not insufficient livestock productivity. Of course, also maintain emissions from cars, from annual pollutions. All these are the main causes of climate resilience and problems, and there are methods which are not gene driven for the solution. Also, my opponent made mention about ethical sustainability. Number one, it is not ethical, like I have said. Most of these are not labeled. Why are they not labeled? Because they know that it is not globally accepted and safe. But because they want to promote what they have for one reason or the other, based on interest and gains, monetary interest and gains, and that is the reason why they promote it without customer assent. Now, also, it is not affordable, it is expensive due to the cost of gene editing, cloning, bioacid testing, licensing fee, and a lot. Also, my opponent made mention of disease resistance and preventing zoonotic pandemic. Well, genetically modified livestock cannot control the environmental drivers of zoonotic diseases because most of these diseases are from wildlife, livestock interactions, habitat loss. Little of them are from genetic conditions. So it is high time that we begin to scientist and not as benefit explorer because of one benefit or the other, because it has most high impact zoonosis such as avian flu, swine flu. All these arise in the high density industrial farming. So it is not even related at all. It has low importance. So it also about the reduction of poverty and increasing small holders' income. Well, it has high cost and regulatory burden and infrastructure requirements because it is inaccessible to smallholders. It has low public acceptance. Those are one of the reasons why it is not increasing smallholders' incomes, and it is even not accessible to most of them. It is expensive. The cost of GM livestock is expensive, which makes it inaccessible to most stakeholders. So my conclusion is that true global food security solutions must be sustainable to human health, environmentally friendly and globally acceptable. However, the modification of genetic components in livestock pose serious risk to health, environment, ethical considerations. Therefore, expanding their use could create more problems than solution. Thank you very much. I am open to questions and answer. Thank you for listening once again. My name is Busari Sheriffdin Alabi from Nigeria with my partner Sifu John from Zambia. Thank you very much.